Eminem, the rap god, the lyrical genius, the master of storytelling through rhyme. His words have painted vivid pictures of his life, struggles, and triumphs. His name is synonymous with raw emotion, unflinching honesty, and a turbulent past that has fueled some of the most iconic songs in hip-hop history. His music is a window into his soul, revealing the pain and passion that drive him. At the heart of this storm lies his relationship with his mother, Debbie Nelson, a bond as complex and contradictory as the man himself. Their interactions have been a source of both inspiration and torment for Eminem. This essay delves into their story, a tale of love and hate, pain and forgiveness, forever intertwined with the music that defined a generation. It's a narrative that has shaped not only Eminem's career but also his identity. Debbie Nelson's recent passing from lung cancer at the age of 69 has brought their tumultuous relationship back into the spotlight. Her death has reopened old wounds and sparked new conversations about their shared history. It's a story that has captivated fans and critics alike, a constant source of speculation and debate. The complexities of their relationship have been dissected in countless interviews, articles, and documentaries. Was Eminem's portrayal of his mother fair? Did his lyrics paint an accurate picture of their relationship, or were they skewed by his perspective? Was she a victim of his artistic license? Or did she contribute to the very demons that haunted him? These questions linger, adding layers to an already intricate story. These are questions that have no easy answers, questions that linger even as the final chapter of their story comes to a close. The complexity of their bond continues to fascinate and perplex. Eminem's music, from the explosive anger of "Cleaning Out My Closet" to the heartbreaking vulnerability of "Headlights," has always been deeply personal. Each song is a chapter in his life, a reflection of his inner turmoil and growth. He lays bare his soul for the world to see, and it's impossible to separate his art from the experiences that shaped him. His lyrics are a testament to his resilience and his relentless pursuit of truth. His relationship with his mother is a recurring theme, a raw nerve that he constantly picks at, exposing the pain and confusion that lie beneath. It's a dynamic that has influenced much of his work. Through his lyrics, we see a young Marshall Mathers grappling with abandonment, neglect, and the weight of his mother's struggles. His music serves as a chronicle of his journey through these hardships. We hear the echoes of their fights, the sting of her words, and the longing for a love that always seemed just out of reach. These moments are etched into his songs, providing a raw and unfiltered look into his life. It's a relationship that has left an indelible mark on both of their lives, one that continues to resonate even in death. Their story is a poignant reminder of the complexities of family and the enduring power of music. Debbie Nelson's life, much like her son's, was marked by hardship from the start. Her journey was one of constant struggle and relentless challenges. Born in 1955 on a Kansas military base, she grew up with a transient childhood, constantly moving from place to place. This nomadic lifestyle meant she never had a chance to put down roots or form lasting friendships. At the tender age of 15, she married Marshall Bruce Mathers Jr., a decision that would have far-reaching consequences. This early marriage was fraught with difficulties and set the stage for future struggles. 2 years later, in 1972, she gave birth to Marshall Bruce Mathers III, the future Eminem. This new chapter in her life brought both joy and immense responsibility. Their life as a family was fleeting. The brief moments of togetherness were overshadowed by looming challenges. Shortly after Eminem's birth, his father left, abandoning Debbie to raise their son alone. This sudden departure left a void that was hard to fill. The young mother found herself thrust into a world of poverty and uncertainty, struggling to provide for her child. Every day was a battle to make ends meet. They moved frequently, bouncing from one relative's house to another, never finding a stable home. This constant relocation added to their sense of instability. These early experiences left an undeniable mark on the young Eminem. The instability and hardships he faced would shape his worldview. The constant upheaval, the lack of a father figure, and the ever-present shadow of poverty created a sense of instability and insecurity that would later manifest in his music. These themes would become central to his lyrics. He witnessed firsthand the struggles of a single mother trying to make ends meet, the frustration and despair that came with their hand-to-mouth existence. This daily grind left a lasting impression on him. It was during this period that the seeds of their complicated relationship were sown. The emotional strain was palpable. Debbie, overwhelmed by the challenges of single parenthood, often struggled to provide the emotional support her young son craved. Her own battles left her drained and distant. Eminem, in turn, felt abandoned and neglected, his anger and resentment festering beneath the surface. These feelings would later fuel his artistic expression. This volatile mix of emotions would become the foundation for their tumultuous relationship, one that would play out on the world stage through Eminem's music. Their story, marked by pain and perseverance, would resonate with millions. Music became Eminem's outlet, his refuge from the chaos of his childhood. He poured his anger, his pain, and his confusion into his lyrics, transforming his experiences into raw, unfiltered verses. His early work, filled with rage and resentment, often targeted Debbie Nelson, painting a picture of a neglectful and abusive mother. Songs like My Name Is and Cleaning Out My Closet became anthems for a generation grappling with their own family demons. Eminem held nothing back, accusing his mother of drug abuse, emotional manipulation, and ruining his life. These weren't just lyrics, they were weapons, wielded with the precision of a surgeon, cutting deep and leaving scars that wouldn't easily heal. The impact of these songs was immediate and far-reaching. Eminem's music sparked controversy, with critics accusing him of misogyny and exploiting his family for fame. Debbie Nelson herself felt the full force of his lyrical attacks, her pain and humiliation splashed across the airwaves for the world to hear. In 1999, she sued her son for defamation, claiming that his portrayal of her in My Name Is was false and damaging. The lawsuit, eventually settled out of court, highlighted the very real consequences of Eminem's artistic expression. It was a public battle that only served to deepen the rift between mother and son, pushing them further apart. Debbie Nelson, however, refused to remain silent. She felt it was time to share her side of the story, to let the world know her truth. In 2008, she published her memoir, My Son Marshall, My Son Eminem, a poignant and often heartbreaking account of her life and her side of the story. The book was her attempt to set the record straight. In her book, she challenged Eminem's version of events, claiming that he exaggerated her flaws and painted a distorted picture of their relationship. She wanted people to see the complexities of their bond. She admitted to making mistakes, acknowledging that she struggled with her own demons and wasn't always the best mother, but she also highlighted her efforts to provide for her family. But she maintained that she loved her son unconditionally, that she did the best she could with the limited resources she had. Her love for him was unwavering, despite the challenges. She spoke of the financial hardships they faced, the constant relocations, and the instability that marked their lives, and the challenges of raising a child largely on her own. It was a struggle, but she persevered. Debbie didn't shy away from addressing Eminem's accusations of drug abuse. She confronted these claims head-on. She admitted to using prescription drugs but denied being a full-blown addict. She wanted to clarify the extent of her issues. She claimed that her son's portrayal of her as a drug-addled monster was a gross exaggeration, a product of his anger and need for a scapegoat for his own problems. She felt misunderstood. In a bold move, she even released a diss track in 2000 titled Dear Marshall, hoping to reach him through music, directly responding to her son's lyrical attacks. It was her way of fighting back. In the song, she expressed her hurt and disappointment, laying bare her emotions, pleading with him to see her side of the story. She wanted him to understand her perspective. She reminded him of the sacrifices she made, the countless times she put his needs above her own, the love she always had for him despite his harsh words. Her love was a constant, even in the face of adversity. The journey towards forgiveness is often a long and winding road. Eminem and his mother Debbie have faced countless challenges and setbacks, but through it all, there's been a glimmer of hope, a chance for healing. Their relationship, strained by years of conflict, slowly began to mend. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of forgiveness. Addiction has left deep scars on both Eminem and his mother. Debbie's struggles with substance abuse created a turbulent environment, one that echoed through Eminem's music and life. The dysfunction of their past can't be erased, but understanding and empathy can pave the way for a better future. It's a painful reminder of how addiction can ripple through families, leaving lasting impacts. The death of Debbie Mathers marked the end of a tumultuous chapter. Her legacy, however, lives on through her son and his music. Eminem's songs often reflect the complex emotions tied to his mother, from anger and pain to love and forgiveness. Her passing brought a mix of sorrow and reflection, prompting Eminem to look back on their shared history with a new perspective. In the end, Eminem's journey with his mother is one of both heartbreak and reconciliation. His music serves as a lament, a way to process and express the deep emotions tied to their relationship. It's a story of a son grappling with his past, seeking closure and ultimately finding a sense of peace. Through his art, Eminem continues to honor his mother, sharing their story with the world.